How are they doing? Do they need to be looking for another line of work?
It's a mixed bag, David. This election is obviously shaping up to be rough for Republicans. They are the party in power, and the incumbent party always loses seats, almost always, in midterm elections. And what Republicans had, staked their hopes on, that this tax law would become more popular and save them from a tough election. It's become modestly more popular since it was down in the dumps during the passage of the law, but not really enough to make it a seminal and defining issue. Most voters say they don't ultimately care about taxes as a top issue.
But as a practical matter, Sahil, is it sort of early going? I mean, is it because they haven't been back campaigning aggressively in those districts, and maybe once they start doing it, Republicans will start making some headway?
It's certainly a possibility. I mean, lawmakers are certainly going home for recesses like the Easter recess and campaigning heavily on their accomplishments, and this is right front and center of them. You have leaders like Speaker Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell in the Senate who are aggressively touting every piece of good news, every middle-class American who is praising these tax cuts, saying that they're happy with the gains that they're seeing in their paychecks, companies that are giving out raises and bonuses as a result of it. So there has been a lot of that going on, but so far it hasn't delivered results. In one special election in the House in western Pennsylvania last month, a district Trump won by 20 points. The Republican lost to the Democrat when the Republican was in favor of the tax cuts and the Democrat was opposed to them. So that's one warning sign.
So why has it been so difficult to sell these tax cuts?
Well, the simple issue that in an era where Donald Trump is a Republican standard bearer and Paul Ryan is retiring from Congress, tax cuts have lost their luster as a winning political issue for decades. Starting especially in the Reagan era, tax cuts were seen as the winning issue for Republicans. That seems to be changing. Republican voters may be united around it in that nobody really opposes tax cuts, but they're not excited about it like they are about issues like immigration and trade.